So I guess the backstory is important because originally we were, or we are, the founder myself are from Penny Boy Stock Alerts. This is our PB Alerts. We founded this around 5 years ago, back during COVID. Back when everything was shut down and there was a bunch of people out there just flooding the stock market, getting burnt by bad actors out there, just saying how follow me and you do this one strategy and you'll get rich quick. Trading is easy. Look at my God. Look at this. Look at this plane I'm about to board or whatever. There's a lot of that out there. During the COVID. During that whole Robin Hooders boom, as they called it. And so, we wanted to create a space for people to come to and learn about stocks where it was like the anti that, I guess, where, people could learn about risk management and strategy and trading plans and trading psychology, and long term, investing and dividends. And not only that, but, how to day trade properly without blowing up your account. Because 90% of traders do fail because they listen to these pump and dump gurus, or these people who have these course gurus who just sell this one strategy and promise the world, and people listen to them, and then they realize that trading isn't easy, and it isn't just like a one quick one shop for all like type deal, where everyone can just do the same strategy and make $1 million, and then they quit. And so, for us, the goal is to, and usually they end up quitting because they lose a bunch of money, because they learn the strategy, they pay a bunch of money, and then they try in the market, and then they lose because of their emotions, and then because they lost, they get even more emotional, and then they end up doing more gambling in the market, and they end up losing, and then they end up quitting because they have no more money. And so our goal is to help people, or our goal back then and still now in the stock world, is to help people not get to that point where they end up quitting. We want people to stay in the market, because whether it is just learning a strategy and finding that aha moment, or even just getting that lucky moment. Because for a lot of traders, and that's the thing a lot of people won't tell you, is that for a lot of people, it's just that one lucky day that gets them from one portfolio size to another. Whether it's just they're looking at the market at the right time, or they just happen to get into the right trade, or even if it's just they slipped and bought 100 shares by accident, they meant to do 10. Like there's so many times out there where it's just you just happen to get lucky, or happen to be in the right hype cycle, or whatever it is that does change your trading trajectory and career. But you can't get there, if you quit. And so, we're big advocates of just staying in the market, and the way to do that is risk management and trading smart. We have a whole bunch of coaches in there for all that strategy. So we wanted to take that. We also, the founder, I'm not involved as much in this one, but our founder Austin also has a company, or it's a nonprofit, Never Alone Recovery, which helps people not only get into rehab, but also after they're done with rehab, they help them afterwards. I know there's a lot of same deal, so it's a space with a lot of bad actors out there, who pretend that they're helping people, but all they really care about is getting people into rehab, getting their money from the rehabs off of that, off of the referral, pretty much treating it like an affiliate program, and then trying to get, and then once they get out, all they care about is getting them back into it again, and just creating this cycle, which is not actually helping the person who needs the help. And so Never Alone Recovery not only helps people get into the right treatments that they need, but also helps them afterwards stay out of them, because it is a nonprofit. And so Sad Boy, now 5 years later, we're running those two companies, and now we wanted to kind of get into the Web3 space. Web3 is all about for the people, by the people, and which is very much what we kind of what we're all about, as well, in both those companies. And so we kind of saw this as like a way to kind of combine the two. And so Penny Boys is all about community, all about just people helping people, and then Never Alone Recoveries all about charity. And so that's where we decided to create Sad Boy. We just launched our official roadmap. The phase one is complete. That was just basically the launch. Launched in early December, on Pump Fund. So token launch, website launch, socials launch, all that kind of good stuff launched. In retrospect, would have loved to have launched off of Pump Fund, to be honest with you. But that is what it is. So that was phase one. We also helped pay for someone to get into rehab, and so we'll also be following up with them afterwards. This was somebody who had a suicide attempt that we were able to help them get into the treatment, the help that they needed. So we're going to be following up with them as well, to make sure that they continue getting the help that they need. But now we're in phase two, which is we had the launch, we had just like all hype cycles, we had the big the big peak, that big the big run up to, I think for us it was like around 7 million market cap. And then after that, of course, the run back down, and then Trump coin happened, and Argentine coin, and the whole market took a little bit of a dump. But now, yeah, so now we're in phase two, which is basically just recovery mode. So yeah, we hired a few teams, and our goal is just to get out of this market cap rut that we're currently in. Using some, I guess, playing the crypto game. So we brought on a team that'll be helping us with liquidity, marketing, LPs, the whole nine yards. The stuff that we're not too well versed in, coming from the Web 2 world mostly. So right now, that is our main initiative, is just using, just playing the crypto game. Getting, doing liquidity, doing the LPs, doing all that kind of good stuff, and getting the word out there, and donating to charity, of course. And that was which is going to eventually lead us to phase three, which is where we're going to be launching an AI agent. Our developers, I'm not an AI person, I don't know much about technology, so I'm not the right person to ask about it. But our developers are working really hard on it. It's, from what this we just seen some tests so far of people like doing beta testing with it on live stream here on Twitter, and so far it looks really amazing. I know when it comes to therapy, it is very unattainable for a lot of people. Whether it's they just can't get to the office because of their schedules, or because of the ridiculous prices that they attach to therapy sessions. And so having a option that is cheap and or just affordable in general, being AI, we think can definitely be a game changer. So we're going to integrate that into the next phase, the phase three. And so that is what we're going to be doing next. We have a collab coming up with King Saladin, launching an NFT and maybe a possible token as well with him, and just getting the name out there. That's like the big thing. The big focus for us is mental health,
Yes.
charity, and AI.
I I really appreciate Sad Boy for kind of sharing about the project and in overall, like, I really we had a podcast with Sad Boy, and the level of and you can go search it on the Sad Boy page. The level of like professionalism is like out of the, I don't know how to say, man. I'm not English, but out of the water. Like it's out of the blue. It's just I was so impressed. I was like, yo, this is the how to say, the voice is so smooth that I think the GTA 6 should hire you for some kind of character. I don't know. Uh, so also I see here Leah Renard. I see this guy on Instagram.